Welcome to Daggers and Shadow Daddies.
We're your hosts, Ryan and Adriana.
Buckle up, Buttercup.
Warning, this podcast contains explicit content.
Don't drop the soap, it's gonna get dirty.
It's all vibes and no facts.
Which one's the Shadow Daddy? The sexy one?
If books were coffee, what would Fourth Wing be?
That's a great question. Wow, I don't have an immediate answer for that. I think Fourth Wing would be a latte. It's kind of got everything you need.
Mm-hmm.
It's not overly complicated. It's not full of filler nonsense. I mean, it is, but it isn't.
Akatar.
Ooh, Akatar is a mocha. It's a specific, it's consistent in what you're getting. People are there for the chocolate. The coffee is just kind of delivery.
I like that. Throw in a glass.
Ooh, throw in a glass is chai. I like that one. Throw in a glass is, it's not
common, but tasty.
Yeah, and it's
unique?
Not about the coffee.
No.
It's not necessarily that it's even unique. It's, you know what you're getting. And it's a subplot of, it gives you caffeine, it gives you the warmth, but it doesn't have any of that espresso bite. It's not sexy or pointed. It's moving forward the whole time. You get it, you drink it comfortably, and it tastes the same from the first sip to the end of the cup. You're not getting, oh, it's a little bit of flavor in this area. Oh, the bottom's all espresso. It's not that. Counter argument. Let's hear it.
I don't have a counter argument other than I don't think that I agree with it being chai. I think chai is too unique of a taste.
Really?
Like, I like throwing a glass, but I don't think chai is the one. I don't know the alternative. Then...
Oh, it goes like an Italian soda or something then. Because kids could enjoy it. It's not really coffee.
Yeah. The Night and the Moth. This is a book that prompted me to come up with this. I was like, oh, Night and the Moth, I love it. We need to go back and give it 5 stars because I still think about this book. I posted about it of who else just misses this book, like a comfort feeling book. And I was just like, oh, if it was a coffee, what would it be? Because you told me what, Americana?
Yeah, Americano. It's basically hot water and espresso.
What book is that?
Nope.
Say it.
That's the Kelly Hart book that I read.
Oh, Quicksilver?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Quicksilver. It's
Wait,
fine. But it's basically just plain coffee disguised as something slightly more expensive.
What would The Night and the Moth be?
The Night and the Moth is Earl Grey tea.
Wow, I like that. I don't like Earl
soothing.
Grey, but I mean, I like the idea of where you're going with it.
Let's go with chamomile tea with a little cream. Like, it is so soothing and relaxing. That book is a fireplace roaring with snow falling outside in a bearskin rug. Like, it is comfort. I love that book.
In the post that I made, someone was like, I have this on my shelf, but I can't bring myself to read it yet, and I don't know why. And all I could think of was, like, if I read that book over, I would turn all the lights off, I would light a ton of candles, and play castle-themed music and reread it.
Yeah,
or read it
totally
from the,
fair.
like, and she was like, thank you so much. I'm like, yes, I think if you set the mood, it can really just elevate an experience to get started into a book too.
It's a good bath book.
Yes, it is.
A warm bath, some candles. I would read that.
And the irony of
Glass
that
of
book,
wine.
when you're in a bath, she's like, don't.
Yeah, I'd be waiting for the dreams. No, that book is amazing.
Okay, what would you give a cappuccino?
Oh, that's the Gods and Monsters books.
Okay.
It's exactly what you ordered. It's there. It's got a lot of filler shit in it that I'm not really there for, which is the foam of the cappuccino. It's a little spicier, so I think the more density of espresso taste versus the latte makes sense. It's there. It's got all the ingredients I like, but at different points while I'm drinking it, I am enjoying it to vastly different levels.
Okay, that is hilarious how you work through what type of coffee each book is. Do you feel like the Fourth Wing series carries on with the coffee you gave it, or is that just Fourth Wing? What coffee did you give it?
I gave it a latte, and I think it kind of does. The Onyx Storm being my least favorite of all of them, but I enjoyed it right up to the end. So it'd be like Onyx Storm was the latte. Maybe this is probably the best rationale for that.
Latte with the design in it?
No, No, it's not for me. I really liked it. I think the problem is I liked it more, and then I've read other books that I like more than that in the same genre now. It is an amazing, it's great. It's a good gateway book. I think Akatar and Fourth Wing have the same standing. If you've never been in these books before, they're a great place to start. You get all the different flavors, and then you know what to expect. You're not shocked by the other books. It's just more of this part or more of that part.
Then let's bring this back around. What coffee goes with the book you just read?
The one today, or the one that I finished the other day. Finally, I got it back. Finished the last hour of it.
Oh,
The greatest book. Oh my God. I got goosebumps. I was so excited. I was
he's talking about
laughing.
Mistborn.
It's the third Mistborn book, and it was holy fuck perfection. That whole series. Those 3 books. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. No notes. Brandon Sanderson, you knocked it out of the park, you beautiful motherfucker. It is, I don't know, like booby milk from God. It is incredible.
What the fuck?
I'm trying to think of a perfect beverage. It's a Jack Daniels. I don't know. It's amazing. It is, that is by far and away the best series. Now, if you're in it for the smutty romance part, it's not for you. Romance it has, smut it does not. But it is such a complete, perfect story.
I didn't even consider some books could be alcoholic.
I think most books are alcoholic. The one I read today,
Yes.
or not today, but the one we're going to talk about today,
Yeah.
shit's grain alcohol. You're only drinking it to get hammered. You're not enjoying it.
Like that can. It just says beer.
Yeah, that's it. It's like, it's here for this purpose. It's not the worst book I've read. It would be the worst book you've read. But it's not like Zodiac Academy. Oh, fuck it, I'll read this every week before I'll ever read that again. If you like Zodiac Academy, that's your business. Good for you. Don't bring it here. We don't.
I thought it sounded good.
I know
I
you thought
liked
that.
it.
You didn't have to read
Wait,
it.
no, not Zodiac Academy. I'm thinking of
Silver Elite.
Silver Elite. That's what I'm thinking of.
And I think you could have potentially enjoyed that.
I think I would have.
Yeah.
What about the Blue Alien Giants book?
Ice Planet Barbarians?
Yes, what alcohol or drink or coffee?
Well, now I just want to say Blue Curacao. That book, weirdly, I'm going to give it like an IPA. It's a beer. You're drinking it because you enjoy it. It's not overly complex, but it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do in a way that feels authentic. That's kind of the downside to Silver Elite. Silver Elite did not feel authentic in what it was doing. It felt like it was trying to do a bunch of different things and just didn't do well with any of them. If you're in it for just blue, big, buff alien man smut, Ice Planet Barbarians has got you covered.
And you gave that what drink?
I think I went
You
with an
said
IPA.
APA. Yeah.
IPA.
IPA. Oops, APA.
Yeah, Indian Pale Ale.
The American Psychological Association. And you gave the book that you just read, what'd you give it?
Grain alcohol.
What? What was the book you read? I couldn't remember. It's not Cinnamon Bun.
No,
It's Pumpkin.
the Pumpkin Spice Café.
That's what you read.
It is the first in a series of 5 books. The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore was book 2.
Oh.
So I read these out of order. I had to figure this out eventually because I did get some crossover, and I enjoyed that. I liked that we were brought back into the lives of Hazel and Noah. Yeah. I don't remember the characters of this book's name.
So are they happening same time, just different?
Yeah,
stories?
it seems to be contemporaneous because they both exist simultaneously in this town. I'm not sure exactly about what the dating life and stuff is between them. I would say Hazel from this book does not seem as repressed as Hazel from the second book.
Oh, it's the same main character.
No. She's the main character of the next book
Oh.
is also friends with the character of this book. It's kind of like
So this is Dream Harbor with the same crazy.
Dream Harbor 2, Electric Boogaloo. They came back. The same cool mayor, which is
That's
once
what I was
again,
just going to say.
he's touched on, but not in the way that you're thinking. We touch on the mayor. The mayor does have some influence in how the story progresses, which is great. I'm going to start you at the beginning of my book, I think.
Please tell me who is in this story.
So our main character, you're going to have to Google the characters' names. I remember the dude's name is Logan. Her name is like Irene or Megan. What is her name? Lucille.
This is the pumpkin what?
Pumpkin Spice Café.
What did you think her name was?
It's like Irene or Megan or...
Jeannie.
Jeannie. There we go. Same. All right, so Jeannie inherits this cafe, the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, from her aunt, Dot, which is actually Dorothy, but we don't learn that until the end. It's not a...
It's a common nickname for Dorothy's, though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and the Warner sister.
I don't get it.
The Animaniacs?
Oh, my God. Dot. Yeah, Dot. Okay.
Yeah, Dot. She inherits this cafe from her aunt, Dot. She is from Boston.
The aunt? Or Jeannie?
No, sorry, Jeannie. Her aunt was living in Dream Harbor who had this cafe.
Duh.
And we did also learn Dream Harbor is in New England. So
interesting. This whole time. Oh, wait, never mind. I did know that. No, I did think that. I thought you just said England.
Oh, yeah. No.
And I was like, no,
what if I give them a British accent? That makes all of this so much funnier to me.
New England. Like, this gives, like, Vermont feel.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what all is encompassed in New England. I think Massachusetts.
I'm going to come off so American. I don't know where Vermont is.
Maine would be cool. Vermont is up there.
Is it by the ocean? Or
no, it's a harbor filled with dreams.
No, Vermont is essentially landlocked. That's what I thought.
I thought you were talking about Dream Harbor. Is Dream Harbor near the ocean? I'm like, yes, it's called Dream Harbor.
I always get Vermont and New Hampshire mixed up over which one's near the ocean.
Vermont's got more of a Canadian border, correct?
Yeah, yes. And even New Hampshire, I'm just stupid. It's more like Maine.
Little slices of pizza.
We're going to say it's Maine or Massachusetts.
Yeah, and that's kind of where I was landing with it. So she's from Boston, and she was the secretary or the assistant of some high-powered CEO fella.
Well, then it's definitely in Massachusetts.
She's traveled to get here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It just kind of gives that, I'm from the big city, and now I'm going out of town to the countryside. But
countryside of Massachusetts.
Country, oceanside.
Yeah, in the harbor of Massachusetts, as everybody knows, is a rural community.
Exactly.
Where was I going? I keep getting lost in my...
I was messing you up.
No. You're doing great.
She came from Boston, took over her aunt's.
She inherited. It's important to note that unlike Hazel, who just runs the bookstore, Jeannie inherited this cafe and the two employees that came with it, the manager and the worker. I know what you're thinking. Small town. Coffee shop that supports 3 livelihoods? Pretty fucking impressive coffee shop. But they actually cover that. Everybody else in that town makes dog shit coffee, and nobody can stomach it. They need Pumpkin Spice Cafe coffee. It's a major plot point. Everybody needs it. Jeannie shows up, and immediately I assume the aunt is dead.
Yeah, I thought that if you're inheriting it.
Nope. Aunt retired, went to go travel, and just left it to her. Gave it to her.
Love it. Love that.
Incredible. Right? What a family dynamic. Jeannie has a brother. Brother's name, I'm going to call him Michael. I don't remember if that's his name or not. He's not all that important, but he comes up occasionally. She shows up. She's like, all right, let's get to work on the store. But something weird's happening. There's bumps in the night. There's noises. There's things happening. She's like, the fuck is going on?
So, does she live in this cafe? Like above?
Yeah, above, behind, around, somewhere. It's not exactly described, but there's an apartment that is associated with this place, I think. I believe that's the case. I didn't even get to that far. What's important is, what does a Pumpkin Spice Cafe require? The fall is the season. What would you need around that place?
Pumpkins.
Gourds, yes. Oh. Pumpkins. And I like that you said pumpkins because Jeannie says pumpkins, and she's corrected by Logan. Ripped, jacked, Farmer Brown style dude. He is like, hey, I brought you these gourds. Well, he made some noise along the way, was opening the door or something like that, and she about took his head off because she was scared. She thought she was being ransacked. And he's like, whoa, not a murderer, just a guy delivering gourds. And she's like, oh, yeah, pumpkins. So handsome boys deliver pumpkins in this town. Amazing town. Bear in mind, she used to have a life in Boston, and we're going to get to what happened with all of that later. He's like, oh, whoa, easy, lady. I'm just a pumpkin guy. And she's like, okay, cool. You're a pumpkin. She's like, sorry. Things have been going bump in the night and stirring, and it's freaking me out. And he's like, oh, that's kind of weird. And she's like, yeah, I think it's a ghost.
She's like, immediately, it's haunted.
Yes, so it's a ghost hunter book, right?
Are you for real?
Nope.
Oh,
and there's a supernatural element to this.
Stop it.
Also, which is a lie, other than the mayor, which is clairvoyant.
That part's true.
That part, always true. And you know what? At this point, I'm choosing to believe in the mayor, much like the rest of a nutty little town. Logan and her discuss the probability of this being a ghost. He's not necessarily sold on that, but he's trying to be a helpful farmer. And she's like, we've got to figure this out. And he's like, fucking, you mean you got a turd in your pocket? Like, you speaking French? Nah, man, this is a you problem. And she's like, oh, I'm really glad I got you to back me up. He's like, oh, okay, all right, whatever. So they're talking back and forth, and they organize a stakeout.
Wow, he's on board already. Like, he just met her. Doesn't he have farming to do?
Well, yeah, but I mean, they're plants. They're going to grow. You throw some water on them, and we're not worried until harvest season. Besides, we've harvested the gourds already.
Sounds like it's harvest season now.
We've harvested the gourds, and now we're in the delivery process of gourds.
Okay.
Among other townspeople. And there's a festival. We'll get into all that later. It's wonderful. So they go back and forth. They talk here and there. She makes a bunch of snacks, and he gets Twizzlers. And she's like, gross. That's the worst food ever. And he's like, oh, fuck, I didn't realize you had such strong opinions on snack foods. And she's like, oh, I don't, but it's charming that I hate Twizzlers, right? Wink. And he's like, yeah, sure, whatever. Thanks. They're doing the stakeout thing. They're about to camp out together.
Is this the same day?
Bags. No, this is days later. I don't know. Some other shit's happened. It doesn't really matter. I don't know, man.
I didn't know if it's like a comeback at this time. Like, and he's like,
kind of,
right.
Yeah. If this were like a 60s TV show to go, and then it'd be like 3 days later. Something along those lines. She's, at this point, very sleep deprived. She's afraid of things, and he's just a helpful farmer who's noticing the sexy coffee girl. A couple people in, I'm going to guess their late 20s, early 30s is this area.
So he's now going to have a stakeout at her house to see if there's a ghost?
Yeah. Yeah, they're camping out in the coffee shack area to see what's causing a ruckus, right? They're about to just get in sleeping bags. I don't know what the whole point of this whole thing was. They're like, going to go to bed so that if something does stir, they can wake up, as opposed to just pulling an all-nighter, which eludes me. If I'm attempting to stake something out, the idea is that we're going to take shifts and be awake and keep watch. That's why there's the usefulness of two of us.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that kind of the point of a stakeout?
You're so adorable, because if you're being hit on, which, by the way, I have to tell everyone, it's really pissing me off.
Adri got hit on this week.
No, I didn't.
Several times. She took her daughter ice skating. And what, boy?
No, he's deflecting right now. Ryan is getting hit on so much in his 30s. I don't know what this is, that I guess women, we get it in our 20s and then it switches to our 30s. He has been asked out to dinner.
That was different. They were drunk at a grocery store or something. That was weird. They were kids. That's not fair. They weren't hit on.
Kids.
They weren't children.
Young.
They were younger. They were young people who were inebriated.
I just had to throw that out there, because at first I'm like, oh, I'm so happy for you. But by the third or fourth time?
No, and to be fair, I'm not I'm not getting hit on all the time.
You look great, but I think that you're working, it's while you're at work, and that I think that women want somebody handy by the time they get to this age. They're just like, I need this man.
I love that you've turned something from a compliment to clearly they must see some utility in you. A little ornery, but I get it.
It's been at like Menards. It's been at Lowe's.
It's weird. But
the
I don't
only
think
places
people are
you
hitting
go.
me. But those are the places that I am.
But anyways,
it would be weird if it happened elsewhere.
In this scenario, you're dropping off some lumber, and she's like, I think there's ghosts. You're like, all right, if you're single,
I'm not
you seem like
volunteering to stay at her house.
If you're single and you're being asked this, you would see it as so I don't want to say utilitarian. That sounds weird. You would see it as, we have a task to complete, and take it so literally. You're just like, ma'am, you need to go to sleep. Go to bed. I'll take this shift and we'll trade. I'll wake you up when it's time for me to go to bed.
To my credit in this, that is the way that it's intended to be. She's not having him stay there because she wants to seduce him. She wants to catch the ghost.
But I mean, come on. You don't ask someone that you're afraid of to stay at your house or your shop.
She was afraid of him when she thought that he was the ghost. Upon learning that he's corporeal, she developed a certain familiarity with him. I think...
So he comes back, and they're going to fall asleep.
Let me just cover one thing real quick. I'm not getting hit on constantly. Sometimes people are just friendly, and you think that people are hitting on people. But...
he will tell stories of discussions with women of just...
I'm not just out talking to women constantly.
I know
this
you're
sounds
not.
So bad.
I know you're not, but you are telling a story of an interaction. I'm like, she was hitting on you. Or you're like, wait, what? It's only 3 major ones that have been very clear and obvious to you. And it's also hilarious how rude you are to them.
Well, it's not rude.
My wife wouldn't like that.
Okay,
Close the door and drive away.
Well, and that one was different because they were inebriated and they wouldn't just take no for an answer. So then I think it's appropriate to be like, nah, my wife would not appreciate that.
Oh, wait. Tell the one of you're checking out. What was that? I love that story. That was hilarious. And I felt so bad for her. She was hitting on you as you were getting ready to check out. Oh, she's checking somebody else out. This is like Lowe's or something. And she's hitting on you while helping him. He finishes paying. And she says something so blatant by that point that you picked up your stuff and you switched lanes.
Oh, I did. Yeah, and I don't remember what it was she said.
Oh,
but it made me uncomfortable. So.
Dang it. I wish I wrote that story down because that was so fucking funny. Because you were like, my wife wouldn't like that. You picked up your shit and changed lanes.
Yeah.
Even though it was so clear to me in the retelling that she is hitting on you
or she
down
was making
the
a
line.
Joke that was funny. Like maybe she thought she was being hilarious. And I think that could be a thing. But the thing in common is all of these people are, generally speaking, they're in their like mid to late 20s.
Yeah.
Where I think for them, it's just fun to interact with people that way.
Yeah, and I think that's good.
And I don't think
that's
they're
fun.
necessarily hitting on me. I think their method of communication is inherently more flirtatious.
Okay, I will say that when I see fun, flirty conversations, that's exactly all they are. But then when we have this, I think there were 3 clear hitting on.
It's been a weird few months.
Moments, then that changes my perspective of the other ones. You are right. I'm probably putting too much weight into the whole.
I love this. I love that you think that I'm that desirable. I would say I struggle every day to try to make sure that you feel like I deserve you. That's it. Like, it takes a lot of effort.
No, it's just really funny that I'm like, wait a minute, what is going on?
I have pheromones on this one.
what is he doing?
God damn it. Just hiding my deodorant places. Oh, anyway, boy, that was the thing. It's probably the Old Spices reeling them in. Better throw that in the top shelf. Well, not for me. It's on the bottom shelf. Whatever. That would be very funny. So they're on the stakeout.
They're on the stakeout with sleeping bags.
Yeah, and they've decided that they're going to take shifts sleeping at the same time, which seems inefficient.
It would be wherever she's sleeping every day that they would be sleeping.
It kind of is, but it's near the noise. So, like, the noise is happening around the back door of the building where if I was a ghost, why would I haunt the back door of a building? I don't know.
Is it raccoons?
No.
Okay.
That's an excellent guess, though. So they're getting ready to go to bed. She teased him about the Twizzlers, and that was a little flirty, I guess. Yeah, I could see where that was flirtatious. And he was not so much charmed by that as he was charmed by her pajamas, which were completely innocuous. Bear in mind, same author's one who gave us the sexy polka dot whitey tighties in the last book.
Yes, I forgot about her.
The theme, it progresses. It's still there. She's wearing it sounds like just comfortable pajamas. And I get it. There's something inherently like, you have a pair of pajamas, like, when you wear them sometimes, I'm like, well, hell yeah, brother. I'm like, well, they're clearly meant for sleep. They're comfortable. Not supposed to be something that I'm objectifying you in.
Those are Victoria's Secret pajamas. They're, like, comfortable, but they are designed with that intention.
Oh, okay. Well, then
this
the marketing
isn't like
worked.
I went to Walmart and grabbed a pair of PJs and you are sexualizing it.
I would sexualize you in just about anything. Mostly nothing. But I'm equally available. No matter what you want to wear, I'm happy to sexualize you in it.
So she's in normal PJs, though, for this.
Yes.
Do we get his perspective?
That's how we know that they're sexy PJs.
Oh, all right.
Because he's like, oh, her and her little, I don't know, I assume they have superheroes or something on them from the way they're described. It's fucking wild. Like, oh yeah, Care Bears. Gets him going.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Just like that last girl, she has normal fucking underwear and they make it weird because...
Yeah, he's like, oh, I want to play Connect the Dots with your polka dotted pantaloons. And then this one, it's like, ooh, Care Bears. I'll show you a bear. So he's all about that. They're about to fall asleep. They roll toward each other and away from each other. They discuss things a little bit. He's like, oh, where'd you come from? She's like, I was in Boston. I was a assistant to this CEO or something like that, high-powered individual. And I only meant to do the job for a couple months, but I got so good that I was promoted to his staff. And so my whole life disappeared. 7 years. I'm like, motherfucker, 7 years? You're not even 30 years old yet. What the fuck do you mean your whole life disappeared? Chill out. Like, let's relax. And he's like, yes. Well, that sounds rough. I'm still farming. Just
a poor, buff farmer.
He's not even poor. It's never even,
obviously.
He's built a secondary home, which we will discuss later. He's doing quite well.
Is this guy a better quality dude than the last one?
Better quality in what way?
As in the other one was...
Fuckboy?
Fuckboy, dropout... remember?
Yeah, it appears as though Logan learned to read. And that was definitely a benefit over Noah.
Noah was his...
Noah was an illiterate fuck. Yeah. But Noah's in this book too.
My favorite thing about that one was him fingering her on the beach.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and this is the thing. In this, we don't get that. We only have one chapter.
Oh, okay, so...
Which weirdly, I was a little pissed off about. I was like, are you guys gonna fuck or what? Like, what the hell is happening here?
So book 2, new couple, spice increase is what we learn.
Well, yes and no. I don't remember what actually happened in the second book, but I know my headcanon was that they fucked several times.
We were at grandma's when my grandma, not your grandma's, when we recorded that episode.
Our grandma. We've been married so long. She's ours.
They're both ours.
I'm keeping her for me too.
And you were talking about fingering on the beach. I'm like, you were talking about like a table, not a tablecloth, a washcloth.
Yeah, washcloth over the hand, a diddler. Yeah, a little diddle rag.
So when I think of this series, that's all I think of. And that's not even what happened. Just that's Ryan's headcanon of what happened.
And now it might as well be real. Butt plug, there's more. I mean, wait. There's a plug. Hey, while we got you, join our Patreon for early access to episodes and Patreon-exclusive content like full nude videos.
No, definitely not full nude. No.
Oh, sorry, I misread that. Full videos. My bad.
We'd love to see you there, as your support will help us continue this podcast and creating content.
Butt plug out.
But in this scene, they're 2 separate sleeping bags.
Yes.
Right next to each other.
They appear to be sleeping on what I imagined was 2 tables.
Oh.
Like...
Elevated.
Yeah, I for some reason imagine them sleeping on tables. I don't know why, but also in your mid-30s, sleeping on the floor sounds rough. So I'm like, I don't want to. In my head, you guys are sleeping on tables that are soft.
Or cots.
Yeah, I don't know if they packed those in there, but sure, let's call it a cot. Let's say 2 cots.
Okay.
Appropriately spaced. They have their conversation. She asks him some questions. He's like, yeah, well, I grew up in this town. And he's gruff. He's supposed to be grumpy. And she's supposed to be like a little ray of sunshine is kind of the idea of the whole thing. There's a trope name for this.
Yeah, it says it's grumpy sunshine dynamic.
Okay, yeah, fuck. Okay, yeah, that's exactly the dynamic you get. They kind of end up a little bit peeved. One of them gets a little bit peeved at the other one or something like that. So they roll the other way and the other one rolls the other way. And then, boom, what do you know? Noise happens. Don't worry, Logan's on it. They swing open the door. Boom, cat. This cat it's a skinny little cat. Turns out it had been being fed by Aunt Dot. Nobody been feeding this motherfucker since Dot retired.
Oh.
So cat was fucking hungry and trying to get some grub. So she's like, fuck it. She brings the cat in, feeds the cat. They have cat food. Oh, no, he has cat food in his truck.
Oh, good.
Because... why wouldn't you? He's a farmer.
Yep.
Farmers have cat food. Sure. What makes him so charming? He's a farmer that has pets. Lots of pets. He has goats, which are all named, let's see, Marley, Dylan, Saget? I don't remember.
You could not remember the main character's name, but you remember the name of 3 goats?
I want to say the goats are all named after Bobs, is why I can remember their names. And I still can't remember the third one's name.
Oh, Bob Saget.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think Bob Saget was one of them. I think it was, let's see, it was Bob Marley, Bob Dylan. And I don't remember what the third one was.
So you made it up.
Odenkirk. I don't remember. But yeah, so I made that one up. We'll call it Saget. And then he's got a llama named Harry.
Why?
Harry, which Harry would it be? Musical artist?
Harry Styles?
Yeah. And then he's got, I think the pigs are named like Lizzo and, I'm not even joking.
What?
Yeah, I think it's like the pigs or something, or some other critter is named like Lizzo, Rihanna. Oh, maybe they're ducks. Chickens? Oh, shit, they're chickens. Chickens named
The
Rihanna.
pop star diva chickens.
Yeah, what are they named?
It doesn't say them on this one,
yeah,
but it does say the cat's name is Casper.
Oh, I was getting there once I was done naming his animals. Would you like to take a guess as to why the cat's name is Casper?
Because they thought it was a ghost.
Hey, and it's friendly and it's wonderful. So
That's
what would you
cute.
like roaming around your coffee shop? Health
Definitely.
and safety standard wise. Perhaps the thing that shits in a box, walks all over it, and then gets up on countertops.
I'm imagining a cat like Cosmo.
Yeah.
This is a stray cat.
It's a white one, though.
Okay. Ours.
They don't know the color of our cat. Don't tell them.
I
guys
already
don't need to
named
know.
her. I already said her name.
Oh, my God.
Cosmo.
Stop saying it again. They'll find us.
Doxed her.
Don't dox Cosmo.
I'm sure we talked about this cat in the beginning of our entire episode because I think that's when she showed up in our life.
Around then, yeah.
Yeah. She was a stray cat that was
We
supposedly
thought
a
she was
male
away by then.
fixed cat that was owned by someone. Turns out
Miraculous conception.
got pregnant. Yeah. Anyways, she's now ours and in our home, and she runs around like she owns the place.
She
and
is beautiful, perfect little muff.
I could not imagine her living in a coffee shop. She would be a terror.
Well, the coffee would be disgusting
Yeah.
because I fucking hate cleaning the countertops after that cat now.
Yeah. We can try all the things, or we can just make it a part of our daily life to constantly wash our counters.
Yeah, and now you have this cat living in your coffee shop. Bad time, I
But it's a book. We can pretend this is a very well-behaved cat and stays on the ground.
Okay. All right. Yeah, why not? It's a well-trained cat that
Perfect.
just brought in. So they discover the cat. Now, do you think that since they were already sleeping bags, like, how do you think the rest of the stakeout goes?
Oh, I forgot that you would need to finish the rest of the night. I'm assuming the cat was very annoying.
It doesn't really matter. They separate. Logan goes home.
Oh, he just drives home.
Say, well, problem solved.
Oh.
And I was like, that's my boy. Like, good deal. Don't be, leave her wanting more. So he goes home. The next day, oh, fuck, I missed a huge part of this.
You even kind of implied that. You're like, meh, we skipped some days.
Well, yeah, we did skip some days because when she thought that she had a ghost problem, Logan told her, go to the town hall meeting, present it there. And she's like, are you fucking serious? He's like, yep, somebody there will be able to help you out. Knowing that they have a magic mayor. He's like, these people are all fucking ridiculous anyway. You're going to fit right in. Don't worry about it. So he goes to meet her there when he tells her, like, hey, if you go to the town hall, I'll be there. Everybody's like, oh my God, Logan, you haven't been to a town hall in years. Crazy seeing you here. And he's like, yep. And then Jeannie shows up. She's like, oh my God. And everybody's like, oh, nice to meet you, coffee shop lady. And of course, they do the business review like they did in the first book. They're like, hey, good news. And we got our new coffee shop owner here. Tell us a little bit about when you're going to be opened back up, because we are jonesing for a cup of joe. And she's like, oh, next week we'll be open, but I do have a ghost problem. And the mayor's like, I had a dream that you would have a ghost problem. And then,
He fucking would.
yeah. And he's like, and I dreamed that Logan would help you solve the problem. And he's like, the fuck you did? Like, nobody had this dream. And he's like, well, I'm having a dream right now that you're going to be an asshole about it, but you're going to do it anyway.
Are you for real?
More or less. And she's like, oh, how lucky for me that the clairvoyant mayor has predetermined that Logan is going to volunteer to help me. And Logan's like, yep, fuck it. Let's do this. And that's when then the stakeout happens. And she's like, so the mayor, he's pretty cool, right? He's like, no, he's a fucking nutcase, but so is everybody else. He's like, I've been here my whole life. His best friend is one of the ladies about town, and Hazel is another one of his good friends. He gets to know everybody in town because he's born and raised there. Logan's parents, like his dad left him or something, and then his mom died, dad left, grandparents raised him on the farm.
Wow.
Does that sound right? Yeah, something like that. So he's got some trauma and stuff. Then, little backstory for Logan, some girl came to town, and he was like, all goo goo gaga over her. And so he proposes at like some Christmas event thing where he's like, we've been dating a long time, live on my farm. And she's like, in front of the entire town, she's like, no thank you. This is a fun place to hang out, but I don't want to fucking live here.
Oh, no.
Bails out on him. So he's got all this trauma, and the whole town feels bad for him because he's an orphan who was left at the Christmas pageant without a fiance or something. It was funny, tragic nonsense. Because also, bear in mind, this is a grown man. And he now speaks to no one other than Grandmammy and Grandpappy and a couple of those about town, but he hates that everybody looks at him with sad eyes because he was rejected. Which I can understand. Yeah, that'd be a bummer. You maybe don't want all of their pity. Maybe you don't want to even recognize that you were rejected. But you were. So fucking get over it, dude.
Move on. This is him currently moving on.
Well, it's taking him too long. So he and Jeannie, they find the ghost cat. Then they're still talking back and forth. They kind of become buddies. There's other stuff going on about town, and she keeps luring him out to go do things. Eventually, they end up at some party. Hazel and Noah are there too.
Are Hazel and Noah already... No, they can't be together yet.
They're kind of. I think we're in the middle of the other book while this is happening.
Okay.
I think these are simultaneous because they're also both happening sort of in fall. It's
Oh, that's right.
It's fall. Noah's business is much slower this time of year, so he's just picking up some shifts at the bar, and he's doing some other stuff. Everybody's great at renovating cabins, by the way. Just something everybody in town does. And that's cool. So eventually this girl, what's her name again?
Jeannie.
Jeannie goes out to go visit Meemaw. I don't remember why she goes out to the farm, but she does. And she's like, oh, is Logan here? And Meemaw's like, oh, hell yeah, he is. He's over there in that place. He's taking care of critters right now. He'll be back.
Grandma's going to try to keep this girl.
Well, kind of. Grandma's trying to be sort of like, okay, good. The boy's going to just see if his pee-pee still works. Like, good deal. But we don't want to get too crazy with it. She's like, okay, well, you crazy kids. I'm going to go make some biscuits in the kitchen. You do you, boo-boo. Well, he's built this secondary house because his game plan was that someday he would raise a family in the main house, and then his grandparents would have a ranch-style home, smaller, less to take care of, and still there on the farm.
Oh my God, that's so thoughtful.
He's so sweet. He's a lovely dude. And all of the animals, those are just there because the animals happen to be around, not because he's not a rancher. He doesn't do anything with them. Those are just there out of the kindness of his heart and because he loves critters, which I kind of get. Like, a part of me is like, yeah, fuck yeah. If I could do this, I'd just have a fleet of critters running around. I love animals.
I was just going to say, it reminds me of your sister where she's like, I'm going to raise some animals. Oh, shit, I like all of them. We can't eat any of them.
Yeah, now we've got goats and pigs and chickens and horses. You shouldn't probably eat a lot of horse.
No. Have you seen that one PETA billboard where it says, where do you draw the line?
Right here.
Someone literally draws it.
Yeah, right at the horse. Which
Which I
want to be real honest, though. The thing about the horse is you can eat horse. Like, we don't do it, but I think horse is actually really good. I haven't had any.
I found it. You're right. They do draw the line at the horse.
Yep.
Anyways, she's out there.
Yeah, she's out there. And then he comes in. He's got his muck boots on because he's been out there feeding the llama. Whatever it is he does with the llama. She's like, oh, how nice to see you. And Grandma's like, as you were, I'll let you youngins be young. And then she crawls off. They go out on the porch and they're talking, and she's like, wow, what a lovely life. Just looking out over this beautiful farm. And
she's like, I wish I could live like this.
Yeah, like this. It's so different than Boston. And I'm like, yeah. Like, also, I don't know how much fucking farm ground is in Massachusetts.
I can't imagine much.
Well, it seems like right near a harbor would be pretty shit farm ground.
Yeah, it doesn't sound very good.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. But I'm not a farmer or a whaler or whatever else lives in harbors. I'm not a dreamer like these people are. There's no clairvoyant mare guiding me to my next life decision. They get to talking, and then eventually I think they smooch or something. Then they decide, he invites her to a haunted house. So there's a haunted house event thing at a festival. Maybe it's a festival and there's a haunted house there. I don't remember. They end up going to the haunted house thing. They leave there early and they're macking in his truck. She like crawls up on his lap and he grabs her booty.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's describing. He's like, yeah, he just grabs a handful of ass and they're making out. And then he like takes off part of his shirt, or she takes off part of his shirt, and part of her clothes is gone now. And then her ass hits the horn. And they're in the middle of fucking town, just parked there. Of course, the rest of the townspeople are like, hey, that's Jeannie and Logan. And he's like, God damn it. So he flops her off to the side. Oh, no, never mind. I lied. It was Grandpa came in at a certain point earlier in the story. Maybe it's later. Doesn't matter. So this is an awkward moment. They're like, oh, we got to be more secretive. And she poses this to him. She's like, we don't have to do anything serious. I just want to, plow your field, so to speak. Maybe that should go the other way. He should want to plow her field. I don't know, man. Maybe he likes being pegged. We don't know. We're not left with that much information. But eventually they're macking elsewhere. And Grandpa walks in and he just tosses her.
What?
Yeah. He's like, whoa. He's like, be on, bitch. He's like, Grandpa, what is it that you need? And yeah, she then got hurt feelings. She's like, the fuck, man? Like, I can't believe you threw me off of you. And so
Am I that
feels
disgusting?
a little awkward about it. He's like, sorry, I just need to keep you a secret because if this doesn't work, people will make fun of me. And I don't like that the whole town gossips about everything. So if they see us together, the whole town's going to be talking.
I hate small towns, but he's not wrong.
Yeah, but who gives a shit?
I know.
What are they going to be doing? Giving you high fives for banging the new lady in town? Like, what are you worried about? That the middle schoolers are going to come bully you and be like, the last girl said your pee-pee wasn't big enough to stay in town. Like, what are you worried about? The whole thing is so fucking funny to me. I love it so much. For they're just like, oh, big strong farmer and big tiny wiener.
That's
Like,
not what's happening.
it could be. We don't know. Also, I want to make one quick correction on every other book we've ever read.
This is the moment.
This is the moment.
To address Ryan's correction.
Most of you won't know this, but I'm looking at you right now. It was brought to my attention that when I'm talking about monster dongs in these books, the length that we're going for, we're not going to concern ourselves with girth right now, just the length. Only 7.2% of people tend to agree with me that we're assuming when they say enormous pain, we're talking 11, 12 inches or more.
Wait, 7%? Or I thought you
7.2% agree with me on this.
Oh, this whole time I thought you said 72% people
Agree with me?
Yeah, that's what I
Oh,
thought you said last night,
no,
that it was over
7.2.
10 inches.
No, 7.2.
Okay, that makes sense that I was on the side of less than 10 inches.
Basically, it was like 10 inches or more, 7.2%. We could base it. Now, a surprising amount of people are just like, and they're like, oh, I have 6 to 8 inches. And I'm like, for an enormous penis, 6 to 8 inches. Like, 28% of you guys are also fucked up. But then there's that whole, almost 3/4 of the middle ground.
So what did the majority of people think?
The majority
these books,
so if you were to look at it objectively from a study that I found.
It's a study? Is this a Reddit post?
No, this was like an article and they surveyed 1,000 romance readers that were women.
Oh, that's a pretty good
Out of
study.
1,000,
That's
it's
fine.
probably as good as we're going to get.
It's not a study, but it's good enough.
It sounds close enough to me. It's basically science. I think it was roughly 45%. How did that work? No, it was like 65% of them were between the range of like 7 to 8 inches. Like, or maybe it was 6 to 8. That's what it was. Like 6 to 8 inches.
Yeah, that's
like 65% of them were like, that's an enormous penis.
That's what I assume.
That's crazy.
Zayden, Resand, and Sam Kyle at.
No, okay, so now I want to defend myself. You're not wrong. I'm sure you're all right in your own hearts for what is an enormous penis. An 8-inch penis is not that crazy. A 10-inch penis is getting up there. A 12-inch penis is magic. That's a magic stick. Now, for you audio listeners, I'm moving my hands around as I'm doing this, but you can imagine what this looks like. And the next time you want to say in a report that, 8 inches is just a crazy big penis, go find yourself a tape measure. Pull out a tape measure and look at how long 8 inches actually
Even
is.
in the porn industry, that
8 inches is not huge. Like, it's big, but it's not.
I'm going to look up
Adriana.
average porn size. Well, I got to be very particular on how I Google this.
With images.
What is the average
Dick length in porn.
size?
It's got to be 10 inches.
Oh my God. Wow. We actually have an actual graph here.
I see the graph.
And it's taking in the real mean from the population versus porn stars. The real mean size is 5.16.
Bullshit. Not erect.
I'm
That's
not
gotta be.
I bet it tells you how all of this is actually measured. But anyways, real mean, 5.16.
No.
Women's perceived mean, 5.8. Men's
You guys are
perceived
generous.
mean, 6.
What the fuck is going on?
Porn star mean, 7.1.
Okay, this is what I'm saying.
Notes. 75% of penises are 4.4 to 5.8 inches. 91% of penises are shorter than the mean perceived by men. You're one of them.
First of all, what do you mean I'm one of them? Would you like a tape measure?
That's not what I meant. I meant
That's how it sounded to me.
That's not what I meant.
You think a 7 inch?
It said that
scary.
No, it said that 85% of penises are shorter than what men perceive the mean to be. So where men have the perceived mean to be at 6?
That's because you got a bunch of dudes that don't know what lengths of things actually are. I'm saying as a dude who spent a fair amount of time.
The mean porn star penis represents the top 1% of all penises.
And it's only 7.
And I like the final note, there is no correlation between race and penis length.
Correct. Magic penis should be 10 inches or bigger. Do we agree?
No. Okay, magical?
Yeah, in these magical books.
No.
Magic Fairy Man. He's got 22-inch biceps and a 23-inch waist, and yet you just got him hanging regular brain. That's so wild to me. Can you imagine? Okay, hold on. Guys. Let's do a quick thought experiment. In these books where we have these big, huge jack dudes, if you have a 250 pounds of muscle crammed onto 6.5 foot of frame, he's got a regular little penis on him. That's crazy.
That sounds so
guys,
normal.
We're back to it. I'm calling out all but 7.2% of my friends. You guys are with me on this. It's 10 or nothing. We ain't touching no regular. Don't want no short dick, man. That's what I've got going on in these books. Okay, now I need to find a good spot to come back in on this because I'm going to have to cut a lot.
I think we just got to jump back into Logan. I don't think that he was rejected for his dick size. I don't even know.
He wasn't.
Yeah.
We're going to get on this. Logan's got an impressive dong. Back to the tail end of my apology. If you've listened to several of our other episodes, you're going to realize that I've used what some may consider pseudoscience to justify my own opinions of dong in these books. The reality is some of these men's personalities are more impressive than their penises. And it's their heart that supplies the blood flow to their regular dongs that has enough blood to still beat for their lady. And that's what's important. Not that they need a bigger heart to pump more blood to more dong. Like so many of us, almost 10%. That means if you surveyed 12 people, 8 people, for every 8 people you survey.
For every 8 people.
No, I lied. Okay, so for every 13 people you survey, one of us believes that it's a 10+ inch penis.
That's insane.
It's wild to me that it's never explicitly stated in these books. They get so specific on other things.
And I think that's kind of why they leave it vague.
They're worried that they would say something too big and it would take you out of it.
Yeah.
You'd be like, the fuck, is that going to tie it into a balloon animal when it's done? Like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'll admit it distracted me, but it was my own mind that did it. I've spent more time thinking about dong than most other straight dudes. 2 or 3 times a week it comes up. No pun intended. It comes
up often.
Yeah, it does.
Back to the book.
Logan's sweet dong. No, where were we in this?
Right there. I don't know.
What had happened?
Grandpa didn't throw her.
Grandpa's like, get off his dick. Tossed her. Oh, yeah. Okay, so Grandpa knocks on the door. He throws her off of him, goes and answers the door, and he's like, all right, Papa. Closes the door. He's like, hey, so sorry. Just don't want the town talking about me and my extra tiny Peter, and that's why girls keep leaving me. And she's like, okay, I'm so sorry. It's okay, though. We can be secretive. But she was still really kind of got the ick from it. And I support her in this. I think
he threw her off.
Recognizing her value.
Yes.
I'm not something to be hidden away. I should be on a pedestal and displayed. Beautiful. Wonderful. Good job, Rebecca. What's her name?
Jeannie.
Fuck, man. They're all just white girl names. Why can't I get one memorable name?
You got Jeannie. Logan, right?
Yeah, Logan I remember because I know so many of them. I only knew one Jeannie. I wiggled my nose. If you get that joke, leave a like. No? Nothing on that one?
Nothing.
You reckon you know that joke?
I get it. Betwixt. Bewitched.
Oh, shit. I was going for I Dream of Jeannie, but you're right. That's the wrong show.
Right.
I fucked it up.
Yeah, it's Bewitched.
Okay, we'll cut that where I made the wrong reference.
So what happens next?
Nothing. Same thing that's happened so far. Really a lot of nothing. Oh, so they don't talk for a few weeks. And everybody's like, what happened, Logan? We saw you leave the... What?
Oh, is this before or after the Halloween event?
After the festival.
Okay.
Fall festival. So everybody saw them leave together. And then they're not hanging out anymore. Well, Jeannie's struggling. She's having a tough time. She basically got dumped because she didn't want to be secret girlfriend forever.
Good.
Oh my God, no. Guys, I fucked up the story again. We're going back. They did fuck. So they go back to her place.
In the truck?
No. They fuck in the house. They fuck at her house.
Halloween night? Halloween
It
festival?
doesn't matter. It's somewhere around that time period. Some other stuff has happened in between. I just don't remember any of it.
No, that's fine.
Like Hazel has managed to... Not Hazel. Hazel I remember too because she's mentioned a lot in this. Jeannie has joined Hazel's book club. She's becoming involved in the town. At some point, she and Logan, not Hazel, Jeannie and Logan, they fuck. And it's awesome. And she's like, oh my God, abs like these. I didn't even know real people had these. He is cut the fuck up, but he's fuzzy like a grizzly bear. Like a brawny paper towel guy is what he's described as.
Right.
Yeah, he's yoked. He's got an itty bitty waist, big old shoulders. We're left, the dog is real ambiguous in this. And I don't even think a blowjob happens, which is cool. Like, good. I think he goes down on her. And then they bang, but then when they're banging, he talks her through it. Some of you are going to be into. He's like, hey, I'm just going to leave myself here, gently banging, and then you are going to jack yourself off while it's happening. And then she comes hard. And then he's like patting himself on the back, and I'm like, the fuck are you patting yourself on the back for? She did all the work. Like, you're just going to put your dick there. She knew where her clit was the whole time. You didn't, like, I like that he was encouraging her, but it felt more like a motivational self-help scenario than a sex scene. Anyway, they go through their whole bit. Her mind is blown. She's never had a man. Treat her this well. Do this for her. Again, ladies, if you've still got to beat your own little meat, like, since it's just a tiny little dick. Okay. Anyway. So the next morning they get up. He goes to go make coffee in her coffee pot, I might add. There's a whole ass coffee shop downstairs. He goes to just go throw some Folgers out there for her, which is whatever floats her boat.
That's all he knows.
He wakes up, she's taking a shower, right? He's like, oh yeah, maybe I'll go crawl in there with her. And he's like, well, I'll go make some coffee instead. And I'm like, yeah, that's what the woman who runs a coffee shop needs you to do. Okay, go make some shitty coffee in the regular coffee pot. But it's a thought that counts.
Yes.
That's really sweet of him. Casper hops up. Boop, knocks an envelope or something on the floor. He's like, oh shit, goes to pick it up or something along these lines. What is it? It's a realtor's advertisement or letter back to her about potentially selling the coffee shop.
Oh, shit.
Because she'd considered getting rid of it and going home initially. But he knew this realtor because it's a small town. There's only so many realtors in Dream Harbor. He's like, this bitch is trying to sell this place. And he starts looking around. He realizes that there's many unpacked boxes. Jeannie hasn't finished moving in. Maybe she's not wanting to stay. What happened to the last girl he fucked? She also left town. Now, is he concerned that maybe he has dick that's driving them away? No. Would I? Yeah. I would be a little concerned at that moment. Be like, what the hell is wrong with my penis that tells him to go away? Like, why is that the thing? So besides the fact that his dick is the town repellent for women,
is not what's happened.
It's sort of what's happened. He decides to, instead of having an adult conversation where he's like, hey, I didn't mean to snoop through your mail. Are you planning on sticking around, or are you planning on selling your place and moving on? Because if we're planning on pursuing this relationship, perhaps I should make sure that you want to continue being here. That's a totally reasonable way to handle it, but that's not what he does. Instead, he kind of makes his coffee. He goes to try to sneak in and throw his clothes on. She pops out of the shower just in time for seeing him get dressed. She's like, oh, you're up and around. And he's like, yep, got to go. She's like, oh, okay, well, I'll see you later. He's like, yeah, probably, bye.
What?
So, yeah, they have this whole what for. She goes out there. She sees the envelope. She realizes what he thinks is going on. And
okay, good. Just not like she's completely clueless.
Not entirely. And then they have a conversation about it later. Or maybe it's even before he leaves.
Still.
They kind of have a conversation about it. She's like, I'm not wanting to leave. And he's like, yes, you are. He's telling her what her intentions and feelings are. And she's reasonably upset by that. He's kind of unreasonably being a crybaby about it. They move on throughout their day. Days turn into weeks. After a few weeks, people are like, what the fuck's going on? We haven't seen you and Jeannie floating around. And he's like, it didn't work out. But what does he do when he said he compulsively cleans? So they show up to the farm, and Grandma's like, the place is fucking spotless. He's in trouble. Somebody help. And they're like, the one friend comes up, and she like fucking smacks him. She's like, bitch, put the broom down. Like, what the hell's going on? And he's like, my life is terrible. And she's like, the fuck are you talking about? They talk some sense into him. Eventually, they go convince him to go to town. He goes to town to talk to Jeannie. Jeannie's like, yeah, I'm here, and I'm here to stay. And also, I had to fire the manager. It's like, oh, what the fuck, the manager? Turns out the manager of the place had been fucking with her and kind of like destroying bits and pieces of her little business, right? Like just annoying things more than anything, I believe.
In the coffee shop?
Yeah. And I can't remember his name, but it's not all that important.
Was he wanting to buy the place?
Dun, dun, dun. This is what we learn.
Uh-huh.
He wanted to buy the place and take it over, but Dot left it to her, so he was disgruntled. So he was slowly starting to destroy the place, and he's like, I understand if you're going to call the cops. She's like, I'm not reporting you to the cops. And Logan's like, motherfucker did like real damage. Like, you may have to report this. And she's like, I will not. He's like, okay. And she's like, but tell me why? Why would you do this? It turns out on Dot comes back also. This seems to happen very suddenly. Dot comes back, and the manager guy's like, Dot, I thought that you would sell it to me when you retired. That was like the idea. And she's like, I thought you'd come with me when I retired because we're in love.
Oh.
Yeah. And they're like, oh my God, we were unrequited lovers. Nobody said anything to anybody for decades. Well, he spent his whole fucking life managing a coffee shop that the owner also worked in. You don't need a manager with one other employee if you're the owner also working in the building. I feel like the whole management structure of this place is
you have owner,
in shambles.
Manager, and maybe
1 to 2 ancillary employees. It seems like too many cooks in the kitchen.
I don't know.
I am somebody who's worked in the coffee shop industry. I would like to say that is too many. You don't need that. You absolutely do not need that. But Dot shows back up. She's like, oh, I thought you'd come with me. And he's like, I didn't know you felt that way. And she's like, you should have known, but they didn't communicate. And then Logan and Jeannie kiss and make up, and everything's good there. And that's it. That's the whole fucking story.
Oh, that's the end?
That's the end.
Do we know if they are going to continue dating?
Yeah. No, they've made up. They're going to continue dating. They've decided they're in love. They both keep saying how in love they are. This whole thing takes place over the course of, I assume, 2 months. She calls her brother occasionally. Her brother's sort of a comic relief. I assume he's involved. He sounds kind of stressed, so he must be involved in another book.
I bet he will be.
But he works elsewhere in like a law firm or something. He's very busy.
So he needs to come to town and seduce.
Do law? I don't know. We got to be running out of women unless Logan's lady friend. I thought she was a lesbian. I think she might be a lesbian. No, she isn't. She's immune to Logan's charms and handsomeness because they grew up together.
Okay.
That doesn't mean anything in reality.
No, it really doesn't.
I don't understand how people take that as an answer. Like, I just got used to how fucking good looking they were, so it just wasn't my thing. And I'm like, that's not how. What the fuck is happening? And these small, you're from a small town. How many of those people married somebody from town?
I only know of, I don't know, several.
Okay. So my thoughts are not unfounded with the idea that, okay, understood. So let's just say that lady is probably a lesbian.
To not be charmed by Logan because of how handsome he is.
She never even thought about climbing that tree. Yeah, she didn't want to summit the mountain. Nothing. And Noah's in here, and Noah sprinkles a little encouragement toward Logan once in a while to go do something. Like, there's so many little tiny parts. The thing about this book that is so much fun is it's not a good book. It's not a terrible book. Nothing really happens. It's a great book to read if you don't want to feel extreme in any way. Like, if people are reading this for smut, don't. It's not there. It's Harlequin romance style smut.
I was going to say, even just being set in the same time or the same little world, because a lot of Grandma's books it was like 3 triplets all meeting each
the Fortune twins.
Yeah.
Which turned into the triplets.
Yes.
The fortunes of Texas.
It also kind of makes me think of Hallmark movies.
Yes. That's 1,000% what this is. This is a Hallmark Christmas movie that takes place in fall.
Yeah.
But nothing of importance happens. It's all very odd. The way she moves through the world is interesting because you would think she would have had a life in Boston. She brings up her job, not a friend, not anything else. And then it's like, well, I didn't really have a life because I organized what's-his-face's life all of the time. Oh, she found her boss dead. That's kind of an important note.
What?
That's why her job there ended.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And he had several mistresses and things like that. It really doesn't go anywhere. And it's not all that important other than once in a while she's like, I think of his cold, lifeless eyes.
Oh, my
and
God.
you're like, okay, that would do it for you. Yeah, it kind of fuck you up. But again, surprisingly big events where nothing happens. It's not a bad book.
What would you rate it?
Oh, man. For my personal enjoyment or for the book objectively?
If they're two different ratings, give both.
They're way different ratings.
Give both.
For my personal enjoyment, this book was 1 star. For an objective rating of if you just want words on a page that are inoffensive, it's not offensive, but it's kind of like reading a children's book that an adult put some situations in.
Okay.
So I would say it's probably, objectively, it's probably 2.5. Maybe 2, maybe 2 stars.
Vastly different star ratings.
It really is. Well, I would say I objectively disliked this, but I didn't dislike it. Maybe it's the opposite. Maybe it is objectively a 1-star book because objectively it's not a good book. I didn't hate listening to it, but I found it so difficult to concentrate on because things just aren't happening.
You were 3 hours away from being assigned the other book.
Did we don't have to read that one anymore. Lights Out?
Lights Out.
We don't have to read that anymore.
I put it back on suspend. I removed the suspension hold on this book and Lights Out, and whichever came first is what I was going to have you read this week. And it was this book.
I'm going to be real.
So then I suspended Lights Out again.
I think I may enjoy Lights Out less, but I think Lights Out is probably going to be a better book.
I look forward to you reading it.
Like this. And I do want to point out, the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore is a whole different sort of book. Like it's the same, but different. It's a much better book. This book being the first one, I get where if it came out in that order, you were kind of like building some of the lore. I think if I would have read this first, I might have enjoyed the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore slightly more.
Oh, kind of being prepped into this little world and universe.
Yeah. And I feel like these people may have existed in the second book, but I don't really remember them being important in any way.
I bet that they were just passively like, oh, so-and-so's at this event.
But Hazel is like very much involved in this book still.
Huh.
I mean, as much as anybody can.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say don't like go out of your way. If you've got something else to read the other thing first. But if you're just looking for something to read, just kind of kill some time and relax.
It's not a long book, is it?
7 hours.
Longer than I thought.
It feels that way too. It feels like it's like 11 hours long. It is a fine book to fall asleep to. That's probably the best way I would put this. If you just like to listen to something to help relax and fall asleep, listen to this book. Wherever you fall asleep, pick it up the next day kind of in that area. There's nothing so important that will not be rehashed that you're going to miss it. But it isn't offensive. I would say overall it was a relatively...
It falls right back
into
the same category as cozy.
Yeah, cozy, but not cozy in a gratifying way. Like when I think of cozy, I think of The Night and the Moth. That's a cozy, fun book. Like your heart rate gets up a little, but you're warm.
I miss that
nice.
book.
Yeah, me too.
We have till September or something for the second book.
Yeah, and at this point, we're still going to be in Throne of Glass.
Yeah, we can always pause.
But I think, yeah, I don't want to discourage anybody from reading this. I will not be reading another book from this series.
You sure about that? You
pick
your books?
I would like to not read another book from this series.
Okay.
If it comes between this and a Zodiac Academy book, I will read the next 3 of these.
Oh, I got some other ones on hold for you. As far as these like tiny little romance ones, and you've been showing me a lot of hockey videos. So I thought, oh.
Holy shit, heated rivalries in this book. I spaced that. There's a hockey love story in this too. I believe I called or texted you about this. I was like, oh shit, heated rivalry.
I didn't understand what you meant.
I don't remember either now. But at some point they were talking about hockey players in love book. It's their book club book.
Oh, I
It's
wonder.
yeah, like
Book Inception.
yeah, but I don't. When this had to come out so much before then.
There are very popular smutty
It's a
books.
trope.
Yeah,
Gay
with
hockey books.
I don't know about that one.
Oh, I was like, that's such a specific thing that when I was like, holy fuck, Heated Rivalry, there we are. I don't know if Heated Rivalry is a good show. I haven't watched it.
I've heard really good things about it.
I've heard all kinds of stuff. Some of it sounds like it could be awesome.
Yeah, I think it sounds really good. We just can't. We have to make time where the children aren't there.
Yeah, and when we're doing that, I've got other things I'd rather do.
But yeah, I have some other little side quests for you. You don't have to hang out in Dream Harbor.
Are you interested in reading this book? I haven't returned it yet. There's time.
No.
Doesn't have to be back for like 9 days.
I think this was really good. It was enough that I don't feel like I missed out anymore.
Is this a well-received book? In
Yeah.
general, do people really like this book?
Yeah, it was really popular on TikTok.
Was it, or was it like heavily influenced? Like, do people that actually read it, were they actually like, oh my God, you've got to read this?
No, I don't think it's that. I think
Okay.
it's
not Legends and Lattes.
no.
Okay.
It's just
No, that's a book. Read that.
I really don't know how it's being kind of I don't know, sold is the way to put it. I think that when you are a very avid reader and you consume a lot of books, this is a fun series to enjoy.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I find that
And I see it
interesting.
all over on Fable along with
What's the overall rating on this book?
Let's check out.
Because I feel as though perhaps I've been unfair to it.
You're unfair to all books.
That's not true. All
Except
three
for
of the Mistborn books are
Mistborn books.
unbelievable. There's so many good books. Fucking Throne of Glass was a great book, actually.
Out of 130,000 ratings is 3.4.
What? Okay, so I may have missed something in this book.
And out of 63,000 ratings for the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, which you read in the past, 3.7. So yeah, I think that kind of just fits. If you're an avid reader and you like romance and you just want
There's
some
not a lot of
content,
romance. It's not heavily romantic. Ooh, I would say this is a, what do they call it? It's not enemies to lovers. It's a,
said Grumpy and Sunshine.
yeah, but I mean, there's got to be another name for this. Their moments together are clearly pushing it toward that, but it's not a constant push. It's like they immediately are attracted. And it's not unrequited. It's unacknowledged, maybe?
I don't know. I don't know a lot about tropes. I also try to avoid knowing what are tropes because I think that if I think of books in forms of tropes, it almost
They all become
seems
formulaic.
Yeah, and I try to avoid that.
Yeah, I didn't know Grumpy and Sunshine was an actual thing.
I'm assuming the term was used because you said those exact words.
That's, well, and that's, I assume it must have been, there's probably another book that I'm relating this to. Because, yeah, I don't think that was in this book. I don't think there was anything that direct. I do question if the author of this book has only written these sort of books. It comes off very much like, I'm assuming this is a person with young children who wrote this book. Because it's a fantasy of being relatively young, but not super young. It seems to be a fantasy of lack of responsibility and disposable income.
I'm searching her up.
By the way, this book would have made a better, like, short sitcom, maybe.
I think she's our age.
That's what I mean. But I imagine when these books were written, she had young kids, would be my thoughts. I'm going to guess somebody without lots of disposable time and income. Because these books, there's no clock, there's no bank account. That's the real fantasy.
There is not much information about her.
Interesting.
Oh, here we go. Pen name. She wrote these books pretty recently. This was 2023.
This book was 2023?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what about the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore? When did that one come out?
I don't know yet. 2024. Oh, we're not even out of this series yet. The Daisy Chain Flower Shop, 2026.
This is terrible. So what?
She's written a lot of books.
What I think is happening is I think that there's a lot of assistance in this writing then. Or maybe not. Listen, they're not complicated. That's the good news.
Just a second. So one of the books that I want you to read, and I don't know if it's this one, it just popped up. It's called Pucking Sweet. It's a hockey romance.
And mind reading the synopsis of that one?
Oh, Icebreaker. That was another one.
I'm aware.
You know this one. Like, yeah. I wanted to know what it was about.
Oh, yeah, read it. What's the synopsis about?
Sparks fly when a competitive figure skater and hockey team captain are forced to share a rink. Anastasia Allen has worked on... No, that's not what I want. Oh, wait. No, it is. Anastasia Allen has worked her entire life for a shot at Team USA. It looks like everything is going according to plan when she gets a full scholarship to the University of California, Maple Hills, and lands University of California, Maple Hills, and lands a place on their competitive figure skating team. Nothing will stand in her way, not even the captain of the hockey team, Nate Hawkins. Nate's focus as team captain is on keeping his team on the ice, which is tricky when a facilities mishap means they are forced to share a rink with a figure skating team, including Anastasia, who clearly can't stand him. But when Anastasia's skating partner faces an uncertain future, she may have to look at Nate to take her shot. Sparks fly, but Anastasia isn't worried because she could never like a hockey player. Right? Yep, that's the book.
Pass.
Place hold.
No need.
Placed. Now that one sounds great. I look forward to making you listen to that. What else do we got on hold? From Blood and Ash, I think that's one I'm a little back and forth if that should be regular content, but we have so many books on our list that I think I may have you read that one. Lights Out. Oh, First Time Caller. That's another one that I thought.
What's that one about?
I
don't know about that one.
It's similar category to the one that you kind of just read.
Oh.
Icebreaker. Divine Rivals. Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. I have a few of hers. Neon Gods, that's another one that I have.
Ooh, yeah. I'll do that one. Wait, I was thinking American Gods.
Yeah,
Neon
sorry.
Gods is a different book.
Anyways, we'll get back to Crown of Midnight and getting our chapters done. I love you.
I love you.
You're my bestie.
You're my bestie. Thank you guys for supporting us. It's been a good time. If you'd like more,
follow us here, TikTok or Instagram. Fable, if you want to join our book club. Patreon, if you want episodes early.
Dropping on Tuesdays if you're into that sort of thing.
Oh, yeah. Episodes are releasing on Tuesdays. If there's a two-parter, it's going to be on Thursdays.
We accept 5-star reviews and nothing less. If you leave something less, you're a motherfucker.
No!
Oh.
Honest reviews.
Not that honest. Only leave a review if you're willing to be a 5-star honest person. Should we come up with something mean to say to him on the way out? I kind of want to pick on him.
No, I would say love you. Bye.
Oh, you can tell him that you love him.
Okay.
I won't.
Love you guys before Ryan bullies you out of here.
I'm fine with most of you. I love you, bye.